Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host sellssi, and today we're going to talk about the Black Stars itinerary as they prepare to face Angola at the Barbara Sports Stadium. We're also going to hear from Thomas PARTEY, who has reacted to a lot of things recently. The most recent one, that Archery tribute that goofed according to a lot of people. He explained it. Now, the comparisons have been there and they have been made. Thomas Partey and Casemiro, who is the better midfielder, defensive midfielder? Well, Thomas Partey was asked after his side got all 3 points versus Fulham over the weekend, and he had an interesting answer to give. We're also going to talk about Chris Hughton. Yes, his home, that will be for him as the head coach of the Ghana Black Stars, according to Prosper Harrison-Addo. He is the General Secretary of the FA. We'll also hear about the itinerary from the Communications Director in an interview with GTV Sports Plus. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. Our football merch links are in the description. Be sure to purchase our merch. It goes a long way to help the channel bring you amazing content. We'll stamp right into it. And before we look at the itinerary for the Ghana Black Stars as they prepare to take on Angola, we're going to talk about Thomas PARTEY and his comparisons to Casemiro. Yes, people have been having those debates and comparing Partey to Casemiro here and there. Partey is better, Casemiro is better. Who is on top of the league? Partey has held Arsenal's midfield and team together like a glue. A lot of them have been arguing the back and forth. Patrice Evra, Rio Ferdinand, they've all been going at it and talking about Thomas Partey being better, Casemiro being better. Well, Partey, after his side's 3-0 win over Fulham, was asked about this. The Arsenal midfielder has broken the silence on his comparison with Manchester United's midfielder Carlos Enrique Casemiro. Oh, funny enough, Casemiro got a red card today, which could have cost United 2 points. Now, according to Partey, he's only focused on himself and how to work to improve his game to help Arsenal. However, he expressed gratitude that some people have noticed the quality he has shown. This is what he said. Well, I think I have to concentrate on my work. I'm really happy, at least, to be seen by some people. I think the most important thing is to at least help the team, which is the mentality I have, which is to work on myself, he said after Arsenal's win on Sunday. There is an unending debate among football fans, particularly Arsenal and Manchester United fans, regarding who is the better player between Partey and Casemiro. The comparison has seen other defensive midfielders also dragged into the conversation. So I put it to you guys right now, who is the better one? Of course, we did not expect Thomas Partey to say he is the better one or to say Casemiro is the better one. He gave the answer which was politically correct. It doesn't help make the headlines for any of us, but I put it to you, who is the better midfielder, Thomas Partey and Casemiro? Let me know what you think down in the comments box right now. My next story has to do with the Ghana Black Stars team. Yes, the itinerary as we prepare to face Angola in that double header. Henry Asantichu, in an interview with GTV Sports Plus, gave us the lowdown of how the Black Stars team will come in, when they're expected to come down, and when they will start preparations for the game. Pre-match press conference, the final training session. Which training session will the media be allowed to cover? And this is what he revealed.
So at the moment, what is on paper is that, like I said earlier, the players will start arriving from March 19. We expect a full house by the close of day on Monday, March 20th. We want to train in Accra. We want to have one training session in Accra, and then Tuesday 21st, the team will depart Accra for Kumasi in the morning, train in the afternoon, and then also hold another training on Wednesday 22nd in the evening, and then we play the game on Thursday, March 23. We expect and pray that all our players who will go into action this weekend will not pick any injury whatsoever or any knocks, so that we will have a very healthy squad to compete for spots in the team. We strongly believe that we have a very young but competitive squad. They proved beyond doubt at the World Cup. Unfortunately, we crashed out at the group stage. But this is a process, and this process will take time. And so we will continue to push. We will continue to build the team until such a time when we will become a force one more time. The day before the match, it is mandatory that the first 15 minutes is open to the press.
Okay.
So that is non-negotiable per the regulations of FIFA and CAF.
Okay.
So we shall abide by that.
Yeah, so you heard him there. Tuesday, the players will move from Accra to Kumasi. Before then, on Monday, they will have a training session here in Accra. Before then, and move straight in. But I'm a bit confused here. If the training session is going to be in Accra, why are we having an unveiling in Kumasi? And according to reports I've received from credible sources, Chris Hughton will be in Accra for the Achu funeral, which will be held at the forecourt of the State House, in Accra here. So on the 17th, meaning he will be in Accra by probably Thursday. He should be around here in Accra. So it's quite interesting to note that Henry Asante said they will train in Accra, but an unveiling will be had in Kumasi. The details of the unveiling too had not known at the time. Everything. It's difficult to reconcile this, but it just goes to point to one thing which I've been suspecting for a while. The contract has not been finalized yet. As I brought you the other time, Chris Hughton wants 3 years. Henry Asante GFA wants 1 year. I think the government are going to side with Chris Hughton. Also, the salary is also an issue. I've heard reports that Chris Hughton wants $60,000 and the FA $30,000 is what they are going back and forth over. But if the government, who usually pays the coach, is going to be okay with $60,000, I don't see any issue here. Also, Muftau Nabila of Joy Sports also recently revealed that the tax of a citizen of the UK who works outside the country has to pay tax back to the country. The FA, according to Muftau, will cover that. So this back and forth thing is quite interesting, and that is the latest we have. The Henry Asante has given us the itinerary. It's quite interesting to reconcile why they were having a training session in Accra and the coach would oversee it, but it's in Kumasi having an unveiling, when equally the unveiling could have been had in Accra here. Well, in the coming days we'll get some clarity on that. My final story has to do with still on the coach, Chris Hughton, and providing an official residence for the coach is something that will be done according to Prosper Harrison. I don't know. The General Secretary, in an interview on Friday, confirmed that the FA will give a new residence to the head coach, Chris Hughton. During Kwesi Appiah's time, he said, there was a residence at the airport. We got it to become the technical directorate. So we have another residence where the coach stays. So the coach will have his residence. The new residence provided by the GFA, he said. A new Black Stars head coach Chris Hughton will be officially unveiled on March 20th in Kumasi, according to the FA. Meanwhile, the former Brighton and Hove Albion man has named his 25-man squad for the game versus Angola. The 2 games will be played on 23rd and the 27th. So that's it there, the latest on coach Chris Hughton. His residential issues will be sorted by the FA, according to Prosper Harrison. Henry has given us the itinerary, what they'll be up to. Thursday was the day of the game. The day before, open media training session for the media to cover the first 15 minutes. It's mandatory, non-negotiable. He said it will be done. And Thomas Partey has reacted to comparisons to Casemiro. His answer quite diplomatic. But what do you think? Who is a better midfielder? I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.